Hi, my friends. We have Himanshu here in the house, and Himanshu is the Chevening scholar study in Cardiff, right?
Yes,
Yeah, it's quite close to Bristol, and I never knew that you came here. Have you ever been to Bristol? When?
yes,
Oh, you did you like it?
yeah, I liked it.
Oh, alright. So you never give me a shout. But anyway,
Uh,
after all we now meeting today, so can you share a bit about your experience? Why did you come up to with Chevening?
yeah, I came to study international journalism with Chevening, but like not only I came to get some academic skills with international journalism course in UK, but it's more of updating my skills because I was already working as a journalist, and it really helped me to get those things that I lack, considering future requirements in my profession. And also, Chimning in itself, I had organized so many trips. Like, of course, it was sightseeing as well as leadership skills and so many other things. So, which help you and your personality to broaden your mindset and perspective when you meet people from so many different backgrounds, and it's such a diverse group. Whenever you go to any place, you're the most diverse group, like 10, 15 of you, and everyone is looking at you, and it feels so nice that you're all happy and smiling faces. So, yeah, you get to learn a lot about cuisine, about traditions, about stereotypes as well, because sitting here in your home country, you read so many and you know so many and you hear so many things about others, but when you actually go and interact them, you actually get to know how it works and how the stereotypes get generated, how wrong it is, and it actually helps you to open up your mind and accept others. So it works both ways. It's the same with you as well, because people have their own perspectives about India as well. So it helps you to develop such and broaden your horizons in a very friendly and the most nicest way ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, you share all the benefits of Chevening like in one shot. Right? So I was curious when you talk about you read a lot when you in your not your home, I mean in your home country, and you probably you see, you watch, you talk with people, but you only feel it strongly, and you feel the transformation when you actually in UK.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, can you share about like how is anything that you felt like you didn't know by reading, watching, and you only knew, and you felt like even a shock when you in UK? It's something like either very positive or negative, but it make you feel like, oh, that's never like you think before. It's like a shift in your thinking.
Mm, not really. Like it's nothing like much astonishing. Like I thought, but yeah, like there's something called as dowry in India that it's a big concern, and where it's a bride's money. So when a girl gets married to a boy, the girl's family or the girl has to pay whatever the groom demands. So I thought it was only an Indian thing, and of course it's legally banned, and there are laws in India which protect women and the family, of course. But I didn't know that such practices existed in other parts of the world as well. So, for example, Africa, or also it works in the other way around, where the guy has to pay money to the bride. So yeah, that's also an interesting fact that I came
In
to know.
Vietnam, we also do that.
So it's such a, like, I was surprised, but at the same time also happy about it. Okay, it's not a problem of only my country, but it's a human tendency, and everyone is fighting for it, and
Yeah.
everyone's fighting for a change. So yeah, that's one of the good things.
Yeah.
So you get to learn so much because you're closely associated with people, and you can have frank conversations.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, because actually what you share is not only you learn from the UK people here, the native people, but also the people who coming to the UK. So like from Africa, and it's like a huge network where Chevening offers. So lovely. Let's talk about the leadership one you mentioned. Yeah? And the reason, because leadership is also one of the requirements in Chevening.
Of course, of course.
So how did you see your leadership develop during the journey? Yeah.
Yeah, so the one thing at a personal level, it worked like we had a group of 7 8 people in our class, and I actually took participated in initiating many things, even if it's like just hanging out for tonight or just doing some activity for Christmas, for Secret Santa or something, Easter Bunny. So yeah, so that was at personal level, but also professionally or academically. I did journalism, so we used to run a university magazine website. So I was also an editor. So I used to manage a team of 10 to 12 journalists or writers, along with my friends or classmates, as you can say. And yeah, that really so helped me to use those skills in my academic life, and of course eventually it will go down to using it in a professional way once I have a team under me. So yeah, I could actually lead people, I could actually be a part of the team, I could actually take some initiatives and come up with some new things that we could try and experiment, and even everyone would be happy with it. Or it, so of course, some things work, some things don't work, and but the idea is to keep trying, and that really worked. And I didn't realize it, to be honest, but in the end, my course director at the end of the course, once everything was over and I just met him to say goodbye, he pointed out so many things that I had ignored, and I thought it was just a small thing, but he had observed it in me in the class, and he said, "No, you've led this, you've taken initiative in this, and you were the one who binded the class together." And he gave me examples. So I knew that it was not just a talk to make me feel nice, but it was also a genuine observation. So which really made me feel nice. So this is what I see. It slowly and steadily it transforms you and helps you develop your leadership skills. Yeah.
Wow. So as you share, like we gonna need to just be like a practice upon it,
Mhm.
and also
Yes.
the part about observing and getting feedback is really important. So can you
Yes.
share about like what did you observe, and apart from the feedback you get from your tutor,
Hmm.
any other feedback that you get during the journey, during the 1 year, have you been really transformed and you see that transformation? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that I feel more confident, and that I can lead a team. I feel more confident about myself as a person, as a journalist. That okay, yeah, I can do this, and I can this, and I can get these things done. So yeah, these are some things that, and yeah, like maybe you don't realize once when you're in the UK, because you're doing so many things, and every day is a new day, and every day comes up with a new experience. But yeah, when you come back to your home, and now that I'm here, it's been like 2 months now, and yeah, now I realize how it has changed me in my day-to-day life, and how the way I think, and the way I look at things, and then I want to deal with things. So yeah, so you could
Ah,
not like in one day, but
interesting
you
point.
get to know as you live your life now. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting point here, because as you mentioned that you may not realize that strongly, but when you go back your hometown, in the
Yeah.
you deal with the same thing, but you feel like you watch it differently and you see differently, because
Yeah.
you have some kind of transformation after 1 year.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Because it's a process. It's a
yeah,
process.
it's a process and still going on. Right, so
Yeah.
let's go back a bit to the first place you applied for the scholarship. So what did you think the main reason for you to get people convinced that you are the one they should choose?
Honestly, I didn't feel so confident when I was applying or writing my essays. But yeah, once I got shortlisted, I was pretty confident, and I had a good support from my seniors who guided me, and they really helped me with moral boosting. But yeah, by the time I had to appear for an interview, I was very well confident. I knew what I was going to face, and I knew what I was going to speak. So yeah, and I was pretty confident, like, okay, yeah, this is what it is, and I have to do this, and I will do it. So, yeah.
What made you not confident when you wrote the application?
I don't know, because sometimes you don't know, there's so many things inside you, and sometimes you don't know, you're not sure if these are the things that they're looking for. But yeah, of course, but somewhere you still have that idea, yeah, like, yeah, this is what it is, this is what you have to answer, and this is in you. But then, like, you've never wrote it down for yourself, or you've never pointed out at yourself, oh no, this is the quality in you. But when you write that essay, it's also a self-discovery process. So, and it's also like, it for me, it was for the first time that, okay, I was realizing that, oh, there are so many things. Like, I knew that this is all what I have done, and this is all in me. But then it was also a realizing process that, oh my god, yeah, this is what exactly, like, I have done what Chevening requires. So it's like, okay, yeah, I was just matching to it, yeah, all the qualities, yeah, I do have. And then, like, when I read the questions, and then I'm like, okay, so how can I answer this? And then these answers were there from the life that I've already lived. So yeah, so I was confident, I knew, but then, like, I was still not pretty sure, like, okay, is this what it is, like, and am I up to the mark? So that's the only non-confident part. But when you're doing it, of course, you know that, yeah, it is for you, and you want to do it.
Oh, lovely. So what I take from here is that no matter what you feel that moment, but you're gonna do it anyway. Right?
Yes.
You do it anyway, even you feel like you're not really confident. You're like, oh, I might not get it, but then you do it anyway, and just do it as you are. So, and when you get the
The thing is to keep trying.
Yeah, keep trying.
And you do.
Lovely. So, can you share about what the thing that you did so well in the application that you think other people can benefit from?
In like what sense? Like the essays, application.
Like, yeah, let's say, what the thing that you think that would be the advice that you advise anyone if they prepare an application?
Okay, so like, you have to be confident. It has to reflect through your words that, yes, this is what you've done, and this is what you have to convince them that through your writing that you're the right person. So how do you do it? Think about them while you're writing, like, okay, so what is it that they will require? So keep in mind that way, and yeah, I think those are the things that will help you. And be honest and be frank. That's the most important thing. So.
Oh, I love that one, because everyone emphasize on the part like, just be honest and really confident about what you have done. But maybe you're not confident about you get it or not. But anyway, when you write, you're confident about what you're writing and what about you have been doing. So it's like a bit like complex here. You said that you're not confident that you get it, but you're confident when you do. You tell them what you have done. So
yes,
so important. And so, can you share the thing that make you like so comfortable to get into the interview and talk with people?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Can you share about how did you get really comfortable when you get to talk with the panel in the
interview? I was not. Yeah, of course, I was anxious, a bit nervous, but the only thing that made me confident was that the panel members are very friendly, and they were. And I remember they looked at me and they saw me that I was nervous and I was sitting stiff, and they were like, at any moment, even if you don't feel like answering, or if you want to take a pause, just let us know. There's this biscuit and tea on the table and water, and you can have it, relax, and then we can continue talking. So this is what makes you feel comfortable. These lines made me so comfortable, and I really felt that, okay, no, this is not an interview at all. It is just a friendly chat, and it was so nice. It felt so smooth and so nice. Since then, I could feel that.
Yeah, wow. So you mentioned like that's just everyone share also, like the panel also really relax because they want you to be the best of you, because they want to look for somebody that they can invest on, and the person probably can do something later on. So yeah, take that chance. Even you said that you feel anxious and everything, but then when you just do it, like you just don't do it anymore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So can you share about how did you accumulate your networking? Because networking is a big part of Chevening and
Of course.
yeah.
So it happens officially as well as unofficially, because sometimes you meet people through at professional level through Chevening. So when you're participating in a seminar or attending a conference or something, and then oh, this is what a person I'm looking for my project, for my business back home, for my work back home. And for me as a journalist, I was looking at so many topics, and I met people from so many diverse backgrounds and careers. So it really clicked me when I as and when I met people, but also like offline or unofficially when we are networking after the event. Or I want to give you an example. I was hosted by an Afghan Chevener, just one Afghan Chevener, during Bradford conference, and then he introduced me to 7 or 8 others. So it was so nice. So in that way, I not interviewed, sorry, I got connected to so many people, and they were doing. Someone was working in computers, someone was doing into security, someone was into cyber crime. So yeah, this is how you develop, and th- suddenly your network is like from 1 to 8 people. 8 more people, and this is how it changes. It works in so many different ways. Yeah.
So as you mentioned that if you connect with the right person,
Exactly.
person can bring you to a lot of other things and a lot of other people. And a lot of other people probably gonna be more network. So it's like a multiple way.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the social media. So we have this group of Indian Cheveners, of global Cheveners. So yeah, whenever like we needed something from someone, we could just put it in that group. Oh, we need help on this. Someone could someone connect us through this country, and we need information for this topic. And then 5-10 minutes, or like in few minutes, someone would pop up with, oh, okay, this person can help you, or just take this number and try to contact him. And this is also Chevener. He's also Chevener. She's also Chevener. So yeah, this is also how it will. You don't need to necessarily need to know the person, but once you're part of the network, you just have to put whatever you need, and everyone will be happy to help you.
Okay. So that is the power of community.
Yes.
So we're gonna, because everyone has a sense of community, so they feel like they're gonna somehow wanna help you, and they
Yeah.
trust you in that community.
Definitely.
Cool. So can you recommend any network that Cheveners should be a part of, apart from the Chevening network?
No, I think I don't know if I'm prepared for this question, but yeah, like no, Chevening is doing the way it's supposed to work, and it's been functioning very well. So I think like yeah, it stands alone on its own, and it stands independently on. So yeah, and this is what happens, like, and we keep getting people every year. So we have a new set of people who are studying now, and they'll be part of us next year. So yeah, so this is how it is. So yeah, I don't know if there should be any other grades. Like I'm not sure if I have the answer.
Yeah, I think like it's already like a lot. Like think about people from more than 100 countries and like around 2,000 for this year, right?
Yeah, 1900.
And yeah, and then this year I don't know how many, but think about that. If we at least we can consume these people, it already like quite a lot. So regarding to networking, I would like to ask you if you have any kind of like technique or tip, because I think meeting people and talk with people is great, but what we do with that later on is important. So do you have any like kind of advice on it?
Yeah, like being a journalist, networking is very important to me as a profession. And personally, I like to speak to people and try to know what's going on in their lives. So yeah, you have to talk to people, as many people as you know, and as many people as you can. And you not only connect and talk, you also have to strengthen it. So you also have to keep in touch. So if that's really important for you to keep in touch and for you to keep connected and get connected. So yeah, you have to, because it's also that when you're meeting people, you don't know when you're going to meet next, and you don't know in what context, if you'll have enough time, because tuning is so demanding as well. So, and the events are demanding as well. So you have to make the most of what you have for now. So if you're meeting someone, you have to give your best, and you have to take the most at the same time. So yeah, it's quite demanding in that way. But yeah, once you develop that network, yeah, so it's easy for you to keep connected and strengthening it and bonding it more.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So as you said that we need to keep in touch and kind of like we need to grow that relationship. Not and then one day probably do something we cannot now, but in the future
Yeah.
we keep that connection. And that this is like we didn't really connect often, but at least we here again today. So thank
Yes.
you. Since the first day we met in Bradford, like how many months ago? Like from June, like 5 or 6 months, right? Anyway, so thank you for still remembering and giving time to share today. So let's go further a bit. Now let's imagine that we finish the application as scholarship. Can you give like one or two advice for our friends going to study this year or next year? How can they make the best out of their studies
Okay.
for the long term, not only?
Okay. So it's quite difficult because you have to finish your assignments and you have to plan your journeys and then you have to attend these events. So yeah, that's for short term, because you really need to be updated with your academics, and you need to finish your assignments as soon as possible so that you can take the, so because you have everything sorted on the academic side, that's when you can take part, get involved in Chevening to the fullest, and make the most of the activities. So you start with one activity and two activities of Chevening, and you attend something, and then you keep on doing it. And over the year, there's so many activities and so many places that visited. So you take all of this experience, and you take all of this exposure with you, and then you carry it with you. Once you're back in your home country, you plan things the way you used to do in the UK. You learn so many different manners, the way things are to be dealt with, and yeah, you use it in your day-to-day life. So that's what I will say. Yeah, this is how you can prepare, because every day is demanding and challenging. So you need to use all those skill sets in some way or the other, and you will use it definitely, because that is what gets ingrained in you when you go through that 1 year process.
Okay, so you mentioned about we probably need to do different roles, like studying, like working, and everything. Then how we can actually manage, or let's say prioritize our calendar, our schedule. So do you have any kind of like technique to kind of like somehow make the best out of your time so you can commit different things, or let's say
Some technique. There's no right or wrong. Yeah, I know there's no right or wrong technique actually. Yeah, you just need to plan everything. You need to have your day sorted. You need to plan things in advance. You need to work out things in advance. That's the key, I think. That's the technique number one, and which is the most simplest thing that I've learned. You have to plan your day, and you need to really know what you're going to do.
How you plan your day? Like you do it when you do it, and what kind of way?
Yes. And how? Yeah, and if you've set some targets, you have to meet those targets, short, goal, long terms as well. So be it your assignment, be it your reading, in day-to-day life in school, or even this assignment. And also, like if you, yeah, I would say this that I learned that during my initial months, I used to finish all my assignments just during my deadline, like when the deadline arrived. But after 2 or 3 months, I learned with along with my friends that how we could actually finish those assignments much more before the deadlines. So
Ah,
we too. So yeah, this is what I learned. So if you really plan in advance, you can really finish early, but you need to work out a lot, and you really need to keep working
yeah.
every day.
That's
So
the
yeah,
thing that you just share that you either you have deadline of the university or you create the deadline of your own, and we call it like the Parkinson law, which like our brain only works with the deadline, but the deadline can be created by the external or by our
yeah,
internal.
yeah.
And if we can do internal deadline, we can increase the quality. Beautiful. So continue anyway. Sorry for the interruption. So
No,
what
it's
else?
sorry.
What else in that kind of
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. Like I plan my deadlines 10 days before the actual deadline, and at
interesting.
least, and yeah, that's one thing. And second thing is you try to take some time for yourself as well. So also relaxing is a time you need to give time to yourself.
How can you relax? Yeah.
So yeah, you also plan that like this is the time that I'm going to relax. So once you finish your assignment, you tell yourself that okay, I'm going to have a nice dinner today, and that's it.
All right. That's sometimes simple, but it's powerful. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Otherwise, we
just
go now.
yeah, have a good dinner, have a good sleep, have a drink and a good sleep, and yeah, next day you're fine. You're going back to work again for the next assignment. So yeah, so that's a way. And also you need to keep in touch with so many people because they'll help you with your dissertation, they'll help you with your networking. So keep talking to them once in a while. Just to know, say hi, and just tell them like, oh, this is what you're doing, and ask them what they're doing. So something will click. This is how I got my dissertation topic as well. So now I was discussing my topic with so many different people from so many different backgrounds, and they were so happy to help me and so supportive at all times. So you have to, it's your family. Chevening is your family. All the scholars are your family. So you have to reach out to them. Try to reach out to them as much as possible. So they'll help you out. And one of the scholars helped me with my topic. And yeah, so once it was ready, I just thought over it, changed a bit the way I wanted it, and yeah, that's what and it was done. So this is the power of networking, I would say. It helps you. You don't know in what way it will come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need to grow it, as we mentioned before. Like otherwise, it
Yes.
cannot be
Yes.
like beautiful. So what is your topic about? You just keep talking about your topic dissertation. I'm just curious, what is it about?
It was about changing the 100 resilient city model uh, project serve as development model for future development model for Bristol. So that was the topic. So it was regarding to climate change and the city becoming more resilient. So I studied different aspects of Bristol. So yeah, so one of the scholars helped me with the pick saying that I said that I want to do something with climate change and resilient cities, and then the scholar said, oh, okay, so these are the cities that have worked. And another scholar said, oh, I know someone working in this area. My classmate is working in this area. And another said, oh, I've already done something on like this. And then like I talked to them, and then I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I've got now, and this is what I want to do. And then yeah, it was eventually it was like, okay, yeah, so I'm going to do. So then I searched, worked on, studied different cities, and then I was like, okay, I want to do it in Bristol. And yeah, but then this, yeah, so but they really helped me with giving so many backgrounds and perspectives about just my topic, and they just came all together. Oh, read this. Oh, I know this person, so just meet her. So yeah,
Wow.
and
So it's
worked out.
like when you just have conversation and you talking out,
Yeah.
ideas come out and you implement and things happen.
Yes, yes.
All right. So, wow, I don't want to keep you so long. So let's now we kind of like wrap up a bit. So, how can you prepare to go back after you finish everything in the UK? What is
Ah,
your advice? Yeah.
that's the most difficult question because no one gives you these lessons or rehabilitation, because this is what I'll say that every like we were given orientation about oh how it will be once you go to the UK and how you have to do things, what you can expect, but no one tells you how it will be once you go back to your own home country.
That's why we're trying to talk with you for our
So
friends now.
yeah, you have to take it slow, because like for me, even at the airport, I did not realize that I'm going back home, and when I came back here for the next 15-20 days, I did not realize, and I didn't know what to think, so I was just blank. But yeah, so you really have to let the feeling sink in. You take it slow. You have to feel what you feel. You have to think what you think. And I know a scholar. She said that she actually cried for a month after she was back. So, but she is doing much better now, and she's fine. So yeah, like you have to take things slowly. Of course, you're happy that you're back with your family, with your friends, and with your food that you missed for so long. But yeah.
Even here, I think Indian curry is very nice anyway. They said it's
But then but then once you're back, you have to take it slowly, and you realize that yes, this is what you have to deal with now. This is another phase of your life.
Yeah,
And
I
you have to be
really resonate with what you said, because actually I myself, I've been in the Erasmus scholarship when I was in Spain, and I really wanted to go back, and when I went back I had like a reverse culture shock, and
yes.
I wanted to do a lot as I planned before, then I didn't really ready.
Mhm.
You know, I like after 1 year it's like wow, even though we love our country, but then
Of course.
that kind of feeling like it's not everyone gonna talk about all the time, instead of talking all about how excited you go there. But anyway, as you share beautiful thing like this, take things slowly, and it's like acknowledge a part of the journey, right? Oh,
Yes.
somebody visit too.
No, yeah, it's all the time. It's fine.
I don't know that. Okay. So wow. So you said that the way to deal with that is to take it slowly. And do you think that do you keep in touch with any other scholar? Any other
Yes, almost every day because I am in touch with my classmates. I'm in touch with other scholars, and of course now is the festival time, so I'm greeting everyone and sending pictures, and we are also sharing pictures about because this is what Google and Apple does to you, because it shows you memories from Facebook and from your phone and your album. So last year we were here, last year we were doing this, and this is the fun that we had last year. So yeah, we're still sharing, we're still into it. It's kind of, we're still living it in some way. So
okay, lovely. So at least that is a part that where you can still feel the sense of community and
yes, definitely.
So they said like Chevening is maybe studies 1 year, but the whole life still be together.
Of course.
And maybe you can do something in the future together, and maybe take this time like a time for relaxing and get back busy again soon. Yeah.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you for today, and I think I'm gonna let you go. And what time is it evening now here there, right?
It's 6:30 now.
Are you going to have dinner or?
Oh yeah, in a bit, yeah. I'm going to prepare things for dinner.
Yeah, so if we go there, you're gonna prepare some Indian food, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna talk again more about Chevening experience. Maybe we keep in touch with you again in some month or in a year and see what's going on, and how did you get out of that kind of like 100% get back to engage again with our lovely country. Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
And is there any other message that you want to send to our future Cheveners, future scholars?
No, I think it's just too much for them. Anyways, yeah, they'll have fun. Make the most of it. That's it. Have fun.
Yeah, let's have fun and.
Yeah, because this time is not going to come back, so make the most of it.
Wow, beautiful. Okay, thank you, Himanshu, and happy holiday.
Yeah, you too.